Hello, Professor. My name is Sawan Patel, and today I am introducing my business proposal to you. I am the CEO of Vision Archetype and a construction company which is building your dreams. So, my client is Rick Lambroff, and here is my contact details. So, let's first take a look at the table of contents. So, here is a list of table of contents. We have the cover letter, executive summary, statement of problem, approach, methodology, schedule and benchmarks, cost and payment schedule, and the legal. Let's go on the executive summary. In this today's innovation era, we can see lots of construction going on day by day. The available land for construction is going to decrease, so architecture comes into part where they have to think about location, design, and space and all. So, as we all know, day by day the construction is going rapidly, and the land is reducing. Uh, let's we can take an example of India, China, and other Asian countries where they have very little land to construct their buildings. Uh, in our Vision Archetype and construction company, we are providing both architecture and construction services. So they can reduce the time gap between two companies. So here's the important thing. Uh, if I am the client and if I have to go to building a new construction, I have to first to the architecture company and they give me the blueprints. I have to tell them idea and they give me the blueprints. And with that, I have to go to the construction company where they can they can start my work. So in between, there is a time gap. So in our company, we have both teams ready. So uh, we our vision is to reduce the time gap between two companies. In this COVID pandemic, we can see construction going down. So this is the best time to think and create new business for the next few years. In this, let's say the cover letter, vision, archetype, and construction will be helping the customer to build the required type of construction as per their vision and dream. Our company provides architecture services and construction services. Our plan is to customer can communicate with the architecture team for the requirements such as layout, budget, location, etc. And once they finalize the requirements, our construction team will get their data and will start work. So the thing is, if any clients comes to our company, uh, they can directly go with the architecture company if they not have any idea and budget finalize and location layout all the stuff, then our architect team help them and that data goes directly to the construction team and they can start work on it. So collateral price for the investors. If investors wants to take a 7% of stake in our company, partnership of they have to do partnership of 5 million, and if they have to take a 10% of stake in our company, they have to do 7 million partnership. That is our requirements and the options. So, what's the bidder qualification required for the partnership? If anyone wants to take a stake in our company, then bidders must have the net worth of $22 million as we calculated for the qualification, and a bidder must have to explain how and when they can invest in our company and has the valid proof of their income and property they have. So let's take a look on the statement of problems. Everywhere people facing huge problem of COVID-19 during this pandemic. Small business owners are facing larger amount of loss during this pandemic. So in this situation, construction companies also lost their work and have to close their business during lockdown because in this work, people have to work together to build any structure. So we all know the COVID takes down many small owners business and the larger firm business. Construction is the not type of work where you can do work from home and all that stuff. You have to present at the workplace. And in this lockdown period of time, people have to close their work for the construction. And in the chart, you can clearly see uh, the difference on the 2020 and 2021. It's slightly down compared to the last 5 and 10 years. So let's take a look on the data side. So first of all, I want to show you we get the data from the official government website. So it's all legal data, and we download and put them in Excel. So let's I show you some Excel data. So here is our first data set. It has the total land in Canada and the total available land for the construction. So here is the raw data, and here I claim some data, and I basically just converted row into columns and clean some columns in it. So here you can see the land available for construction and all other data sets as well, which I have cleaned as well and put it in the Power BI. So let's go to the Power BI and take some look on the charts. So here, first of all, have the land available for construction by year. So basically, uh, I took the all Canadian lands into 100% and take out the agriculture land and the builded construction land from it. And here is the value. It shows the X has years and the Y X has land available for construction in a percentage wise. And here is the line chart uh, shows the value here. And let's take a look on the second chart which I created. Here is the percentage of dwellings in different provinces, and we have the data between 2011 to 2017. So it is the area chart. So X has the provinces and the Y X has the percentage of units. So we divided the units into the different of provinces. So here is this. So uh, the Ontario is the first number in that, which has 18% of total dwellings, which included 4.16% of apartments, 0.42% conversions, 0.11 cottages, 2.49 rows, and 9.27 single included mobile homes. Next has Quebec, British Columbia, Alberta, Nova Scotia, Manitoba, and so on, different other provinces of Canada. Let's move on to the next chart. The number of units for different type of dwellings between 2011 to 2007, which has in a value type, and it shows by year, and it's same as an apartment and conversion, cottage, double, single, and the total. Where you can see the total construction rate is going to increase day by day, right? Uh, our next chart shows the investment in different type of structure in last 5 years. So we can take a guess and idea from the investment. So here you can see the data between 2017 to 2020, and we have the 2 months of data in 2021. So it's lower than the other years. So x-axis has a years and y-axis has a percentage of investment in dollars. So total residential is a 6.11%, non-residential total institution, governmental and industries, commercials, single dwelling and buildings, multiple dwelling buildings, and all the data. So here you can see the 2016 to 2019, the graph is increasing, and the slight decrease you can see in the 2020. The cause is the COVID-19 pandemic. So our calculation is by the 2023, uh, it's all going to open, and we can regain the position in the market. Right. So here is the dashboard one. So land available and the total investment in last 5 years is $2 trillion for the housing only. So you can imagine the how the big construction field is. So I make the chart interactive. So if I want to to check the single included mobile home, it will show by the provinces. Check the residence, apartments, and the floor. It can choose by the. So let's move on. So let's take a look at the PPT slide. So our approach is vision architecture and construction is helping to build your dream. We will make sure to finish our work as per your imagination. First of all, we have to create a website for our businesses. Right, so website is the best marketing tool for the any business and the first most requirement for the any business. Our approach will be first going to the resident construction and the commercial construction. So the thing is, I have to come back to the PPT. In the first dashboard, we all seen the data of the residents only construction. So here you can see the residence has a $2 trillion invested in last 5 years, right? So our main focus is on the residential and the commercial business buildings. Sorry, and we will give our focus on the reconstruction building as this is the highest number in recent years compared to the new building. So we check the data and see the reconstruction buildings rates are 3%, uh, 3x compared to the new building, right? So our focus is for the reconstruction building for the most of the time. Next is and now let's take a look on the second dashboard. Here is the total housing by year units, and it shows data and the forecast. In this one, we created some DEX. DEX has a total housing state and the sum of their value. So we can give the prediction for the next future. So in the 2020, it's nearly to the 14 million units. In the future, it shows that 2013 had nearly 16 million, 3 million increases in units. But our goal is near to the 20 to 22 million. And 2040, it's nearly 26 million as well. And the structure investments is different type of structure in dollars value. Here you can see it between 2016 to 2021 as single door units, total commercial units, and the highest is multiple dwelling building units. Here is the KPI and our unit bill chart. So number of unit bills in the last 10 years. So here all are the categories in the construction bill. You can see the how the big industry is, and it has a 59% of decrease as the expected rate. And here is my per chart I created for the total dwellings and all the assets between the time and the time comes near the total dwellings is going to high up in there. So here is my dashboard 2. So the thing is I created the dashboard 1 as from my last 5 to 10 years of data, and mostly I try to cover the future prediction in my second dashboard. So let's come back to the approach side. Here I just mentioned as we're going to invest our time in housing, we can check this chart and figure out which our housing category we have to explore first and get to maximum profit. The methodology is, as we all know, the construction and architecture is going in the future of the construction world, and the main objective is to provide a best solution and build our methodology is build our company in this COVID-19 period where we all the business are down, and we will make it shine once the lockdown is open. So I just mentioned you in this one. You can see the chart. Ontario, Quebec, British Columbia, Alberta has rising. So our main purpose is to open the offices in these provinces so we can get better marketing place. And here is a big industry. So here is the dashboard 1 and dashboard 2 chart. Here I created the pivot table and a graph in an Excel file. Here I can show you. It says the type of dwellings and the values by the geometry. Now we converted into the pivot table, and you can see the all the different provisions had the total of the percentage wise assets. So let's take a uh, let's and I created Jupyter a chart. I just imported my chart and drop downs and columns to make it looks good. Here I created a scatter chart. I have the years and the value and a total asset per years. You can see the value is going to increase in the years, and it will make our future better. Here is my Pareto chart for the Jupyter. I imported the Pareto chart and created some database figures here, and it shows when the times comes near, by the time the investment and the future of the construction business is growing and growing rapidly. So let's take a back look in the schedule and benchmarks. Our planning is according below. In a quarter to May to August 21, starting a company and make a partnership with big investors. And between September to December, establishment of new offices and hiring a staff for the company. From January to April 2022, hiring skilled workers for work and marketing. May to August, starting up new projects, and September to December, building dreams of our clients. Cost and payment schedule. As we calculation, we will require $3 million upfront for our starting our vision, and we will be building our offices with that, and the 2 million after that to hire a new staff and the marketing, and last $2 million to grow our business. Our legal requirements. Legal is our business is legally registered, and we can take any actions if anyone try to use our name and the company name. All the other matters and term conditions you can see on our website. I imported HTML file of Jupyter here. I will post a video link. I added some references which I get it from the government website, and thank you for joining with us, and thank you for listening.